So per request, I gotta address this real quick.
Ah, shit.
So for one, you already know. I'll be telling some war stories at work. It be seeming like at times. So remember how we talked about on the last episode, something about this newer generation, like these niggas are just built soft,
Yeah.
nigga. So let me tell you, we got this one cat at the job. This dude notoriously calls out once every week.
Oh yeah, you told me about him.
Yeah. Bruh. So I've heard some stories about why you need to take time off. Or like why you need to go home because you ain't feeling right. This one took the cake. This nigga straight up said, "Hey, I'm not feeling well. What's going on?" Man, like, I was eating some sunflower seeds and like one kind of like scratched in my throat. I'm not feeling well. Like, what? So now this nigga been fighting for his life because sunflower seeds scratched up his throat, apparently.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Hey, look, man.
That was the excuse he gave?
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't have came up with nothing better than that.
Exactly.
It's fucking December, bro. You could have said you had a cold or something, or you were sick.
Exactly.
Sunflower seeds? Come on.
Well,
man.
nah, I kid you not. One other time, one of the homies was telling me, this dude was like, man, my ear's feeling a little spicy. Like, it's just throwing off my equilibrium. Whoa! Like, trying to fake like he was falling. Like, bro, if you don't want to go to work, like, just don't go.
Your ear is spicy?
Mm-hmm.
How old is this kid?
He gotta be like around my age.
Damn, and he's still doing that? Damn. I thought he was like 18, 19.
Exactly.
Some shit
I
like
would
that.
expect that.
Right. This nigga almost 30 and he doing that? Bruh.
I don't be getting it. Like,
hope is lost.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I'll be dealing with some characters at work, bro. Like, oh my god. Like, heck, even when like I had to take a lift the other day to go pick up a vehicle. My Lyft driver, this dude was like, yeah, me and my girlfriend, we're gonna go up north for Christmas. Da 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 da. Oh, I'm like, oh, okay, cool, yeah. He's like, oh, you want to see her? I'm like, sure. Shows me this black girl. She was cute. Problem is, she had to be my age.
Okay.
This dude was 70.
Oh wow.
I did not have the heart to tell. Like, I'm over here thinking of some buddy.
Was he white?
Yeah.
Because the way you said it was a black chick, I was just like, so the dude must not have been black. you wouldn't have made a point to say that she was black if dude was black.
Not only was he white, he was 70. Old girl had to be around my age.
Yeah, that's how they do it now.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, he's like, yeah, man, if my pops was still alive, man, he would probably disown me right now. I'm like, oh, word? He's like, yeah, that's why me and my pops never got along. Pops was extremely racist. I'm like, I mean, hey, man, this is how it was. It still is. Like, it's like, then starts getting into the Democrats are keeping racism. I'm like, oh, you're one of them. All right. Like, never mind. So, anyways, how you feel about basketball? I had to change the subject as quick as possible. Like, I don't feel like getting into this.
You had to say nothing.
Like, yeah, but like I told you, bro, I've been telling some more stories, bro.
Like, what do you had to say nothing? Like, all right, yeah.
Like, this nigga.
Like, you never know, man. You never know what his girl like. His girl might be one of them too. She might be one of those elitist that you always talk about. One of those elitists.
Hey, look, man.
Farrakhan, get your people, man.
Oh Lord. That, oh my God. Yeah, we ain't even gonna get into that one. I'm like, nope. We're gonna save that for the final episode of 2023. Oh man. Anyways, you've been good, G.
Yeah, man. Trying to maintain it, man.
Yeah, aren't we all? Yeah. Heated Soul was cool. It was cool.
Yeah,
For what it was cool. I mean,
it wasn't as packed as you would
I
think.
kind of like that.
This one was like way more chill than most
Yeah.
of the stuff that I had been
Well,
to.
plus also we got there a little late, so a little late.
Yeah, we got
Because typically most like you see it packed when like most casts are like first getting there, like when they first open it up, they're just trying to get in there, get what they can get, dip out, or bring it back to their table to sell it. Yeah,
because it started at what 12?
Like 11, I think.
I was like, because we got there at like 2.
Yeah,
I was like, it wasn't too late.
Yeah, but nah, I mean, I actually like when it's chill like that because you know you can go look
Browse
around,
yeah.
chop it up with the homies, which that's mainly what we did.
Yeah.
Which hey, shout out to Sierra and Corey, you know, great friends of ours. Yeah, just kind of kicked it with them.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool.
Yeah,
I can't argue with it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I will say like we are very critical on a lot of these sneaker events, but I will say Ryan from Guestless has put together probably one of the better ones with Heated Soul because yes, it is the same thing, but it's like I always have a good time when I go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that I don't. I mean, you know, always,
Yeah,
you know,
neither am I.
Meet some new people and things.
Yeah,
but,
and I think that's what makes it more enjoyable. Like it's more like a networking thing.
Yeah, for sure.
In my eyes, like I don't really go there for the. Well, I don't go to a lot of these events just for the shoes anymore. Like, I don't really care anymore.
Hey, shit, we didn't go. That was the biggest thing of in my day of going to sneaker things. You know, probably about what 10, 12 years ago. It was different. I mean, it would be a lot of people, but at the same time, you would see shit on tables, but not even so much on tables, but on fucking people's feet.
Yeah.
They would be wearing shit that you would rarely ever see. Like I remember this was probably in like 2013. That's the first time I kicked it with my boy Damien. Shout to my man. He was rocking a pair of Lightning 4s. And he was the only nigga in the entire event with those shoes on. And I mean, it was that type of shit that we used to go for. Was like you get to rock some shit and people is that is fire. Like, I mean, you saw a lot of stuff, but it's like nowadays, you know, like you said, it's like everybody has on the same shit.
Yeah,
the tables all have the same things on them.
I mean, like problem is though, because I've talked about it with so many different sellers, and
they bring what makes money.
Exactly. So I can't fault anybody for that. Well,
but they did this. That's the thing that we talked about before: the culture versus the business.
Oh yeah.
It's like these sneaker events now are all about resellers and making money. It's not about showcasing the culture. Exactly. It's all about what can I bring here.
I will say that table that was right next to Sierra and Corey's table, they did a pretty good job because they had like those set piece shoes that like kind of attract you over there. Like, oh dang, he got those because you know we have the Casinas and Off-White 4s, the sales. So I'm like, you know, I looked at that. I'm like, I don't see why more people just don't do that. Like, have those set pieces that you know will attract people over there. Then once they get to look, I'm like, oh, hey, I've actually been looking for these. Like, you know, like a regular dunk or something. Like, man, let me buy this. Like,
I mean, really, back in the day, they used to have the set pieces a lot, but most of the tables were just showcase tables.
Yeah,
it's like people would bring their collection to show it. So, you know, to show it off. I mean, if somebody made an offer on something and they wanted to sell it, then they would, but it wasn't all about selling the shoes. Like nowadays at these events, everyone's table, none of that shit is their own personal collection. It's
Oh,
like all
yeah.
just stuff that they bring to sell.
Yeah,
It's
like dead
not.
stock stuff.
Yeah, I mean, some of it, like I know Corey said a couple of the shoes on their table were his, like they were from his personal collection, but
Yeah.
the majority of them weren't. And I'm like, that's just the way it is now. It's like people don't bring shit to
Oh
sneaker
snap!
events that they ain't trying to sell.
The homie J Rod just hit on the Powerpuff Girl dunks, the bubbles.
I don't like those.
They're cool in hand, but yeah, I don't care for them.
I like the one that they showed when they first talked about it, and then they didn't end up looking like that when they came out. And I'm like, I was like, I like the one that they showed before. It looked better.
Yeah, they're just like okay.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not buying it. Not the released one. If they ever drop the,
I probably would have got the bubbles if anything, but again, it's blue.
Well, yeah, but
Like you know, I was sucker for blue shoes. Yeah, but nah. Shout out to you, J Rod, for winning. Shout out to y'all, Size 10 Gang. I know it's a crazy name, but we stick with. Yeah, but no, I feel you though 100% though. Overall though, good event. Can't complain.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, good event for one of the final events of the year.
Yeah. Excuse for Bonchon, always good.
Oh yeah, facts.
Niggas need to build one over here and stop playing.
I know.
It's like that's the only Bonchon in the valley, and it's
I'm
like
almost at a point. I'm like, so I'll just try to franchise my own.
Hey man, you could. It might work.
Gotta get that moolah. So in season tournament, were you really surprised the Lakers won?
When I saw who they were playing against, no.
Honestly, I still don't even think it mattered who they were playing against. Me, I'm at a point now. I think sports are rigged. So,
I mean, I think that if they would have played against somebody more formidable, that I think it would have been more of
a game.
But
which Hallie is going off. I gotta give it to him. Like he's playing well, but it's not enough.
Hallie is going off, but Indiana don't have a team good enough, to beat.
I'm sorry, Lakers. Man. Buddy Hield, they gotta move on.
Like the Lakers got a solid squad, man. It's just like the Indiana Pacers is basically just Halliburton.
Yeah.
And when Miles Turner decides he wants to show up, but he didn't show up in that game.
Oh yeah.
Anthony Davis was dominating his
I was cracking up though. You know what? Actually, screw the NCAA tournament, bro. What do you think about Giannis getting all butthurt about not getting the game ball after that 64-point game?
I mean, why should he not get the game ball?
But here's the thing. So did you hear the full story?
Yeah.
Like apparently the Pacers gave it to that rookie that scored his first points.
And that was bullshit. You're gonna give a guy a game ball for going 1 for 2 from the free throw line.
I mean,
are you fucking kidding me?
I do feel you on that, but
this man just fucking had 64 points, franchise record shit. But you're gonna give the ball to somebody who went 1 for 2 from the free throw line.
So here's my thing.
He didn't even get a field goal. He hit 1 for 2 free throws.
I get that.
He don't deserve the game ball. It won't no game-winning shot.
I get that. But here's my problem.
Like, come on, man.
On Giannis's case, I'm like, bro, you look like a child throwing that much of a fit.
And you're in Milwaukee.
Exactly.
So why shouldn't he get the ball?
But at the same time, though,
give him the fucking ball.
Bro. Like, dude looked like a child the way he was throwing fit and all that.
I mean,
like, you're mad.
Did he over exaggerate? Yeah. Yes. But should he have gotten the game ball?
Have.
Absolutely.
I 100% agree. But here's the problem, though. It's like, bro, you need to hold yourself to a higher standard at that point. Like, look, bro, like, I get you're mad, you're upset about it, but, like, you're literally throwing a temper tantrum. Like, bro.
But did you see that that one staff member from the team had the game ball at the end of the game?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just kind of like, because you know there's 2 game balls.
Mm-hmm.
So they had one, and I guess Indiana had the other one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, why are you freaking out?
Exactly.
Because I think the one that you were supposed to get, the one that was in the game when when it was over, was the one that whoever on your staff picked it up. Because you could see it at the end of the game, the staff member for the Bucks had the ball in his hand. So I'm just kind of like, what the fuck? Like, what?
I don't know. I guess for me, I just look at it like, bro, I'm not really gonna be concerned about getting a ball. Like, literally, I just made history, so that's gonna be there forever. That's good enough for me. But again, that's just me speaking for myself.
Nah, you want to keep that.
Oh, I don't care about. I don't care about
when you're in the NBA, you're gonna want that memory.
Hey, look,
I mean that Gilbert Arenas did it when he dropped 60 on Kobe.
Oh, yeah.
He wanted that ball and he got it.
Oh, hey, look.
It's just like when you do something like that,
you
want to keep
and
the ball.
I get it, but just for me, like, I don't care about material objects like that.
That's not about the material object. It's about what you did.
I get that, but it kind of is.
It's
about
just
the material object.
Championships. You get trophy, don't you?
Oh yeah.
But
a trophy is very different from a game ball. Let's be honest for a
second. when you make history with the game ball, it's different. It's like if you go out here and drop 50, but it don't mean shit just to win, then yeah, fuck the ball. But it's like you did something, you broke a franchise record. That's different.
Now I will say this:
different.
If what's his name, Booker would have been throwing that fit when he dropped that 71 and didn't get the game ball, I really would have been looking at him like, bro, you lost still. What does it matter?
He probably did get the ball.
Oh yeah, but at the same time, like, if you would have been throwing a fit, like, you lost.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want that ball.
Right. It's like you dropped 70. Well, he got to take the picture with the little paper. And
I get that,
but I mean, he didn't win.
Hey, look, man. I mean, heck, I just dropped a 50-point triple double on 2K last night. At least I won the game. On Hall of Fame, let me add that too.
All right.
I'm just saying. And I got to see a closer up picture of his shoe, Booker's. She was trash. I'm sorry.
I told you that.
Oh, I knew it was trash.
Terrible.
Bro, you didn't have to tell me anything. I knew it was trash. But even then, to get to see a closer up picture, I'm like, bro, I almost really wanted to ask Wilson, like, could I get the pair that he had just for the pod?
Oh, yeah.
And I was going to bring it back. I just wanted to look at it, like, in hand. And I'm like, bro, like,
I don't like it. I'm just like, he tried to make it look too, because they said that when he wanted the shoe made, he wanted it to be like something you could wear off the court.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, but come on.
That time is kind of past, bro.
How?
Well,
How?
I'm saying like this newer generation.
How?
This newer generation.
How?
You don't see them wearing basketball shoes with jeans. Like,
niggas wear Jordans every day, B. They are basketball shoes. Stop it.
Shut up.
And they wear them on court still.
Shut up. You know what I'm trying to say.
You know that I'm telling the truth. You can't generalize it like that.
Right.
They are basketball shoes.
I agree.
And niggas are wearing them on court.
Hang on, though.
Right now.
Sadly, they are basketball shoes, but we made them lifestyle shoes. So I don't count those.
People are still hooping in them, dog.
I agree, but I don't count those. Those are different.
People are still
Think about how, like, for example, these cats were wearing these with jeans at one point, bro.
They still do.
Yeah, but who's mainly doing it? You're like our generation.
I see young cats wearing, well, not KDs, but they wear Kobe's with jeans. I mean, everybody wears Kobe's now.
Exactly.
It's like after he died, it's like now everybody wants to wear
Kobe's. So it's like, bro,
we were wearing Kobe's.
You
back
can't
then.
really count that though. Like with the Jordan, you can't really count that because like LeBron's
Yeah, people don't wear LeBrons like they used to.
Exactly.
But people don't hoop in LeBrons like that
Oh
anymore
yeah,
either.
it's very
So
true.
it's just like LeBron his shoes just kind of like they just not as popular across the
Oh
board.
yeah, that's crazy. Like the downfall of just wearing LeBrons, like just out and about.
Oh man, you remember
Like that needs to be
LeBron's-
inserted in history.
LeBron's was like it, man. And you got to think, I was actually living in Ohio when the sevens, the eights, the nines, and it was just like everybody was rocking that shit. Like shout out to my boy Duke. His name Chris, but we call him Duke. Duke used to have every fucking LeBron 9. He had like every fucking color.
Dang.
And I'm just like, bro, that was all he wore.
Like, you like LeBron 9s that much, huh?
The LeBron 9 was his joint, man. He had every LeBron 9, and then he had quite a few pairs of the 10s also. And I mean, he wore Jordans too, but the LeBrons, that was his jam. He had all the LeBrons. He had some KDs and shit too, but his LeBron collection was like crazy. He had all of the, especially the 9s. He had like all of the dope 9s. So I mean, back in that era, I mean, that was the era. I talk about it all the time. Back when Nike basketball was king. You know, when they had the Galaxy pack came out, that was with the 9s.
Yeah.
And it was like around that time, shit just went nuts. It was like everybody, Nike basketball was it. Kobe's, Bron's, KD's. Those were, and it's like depending on, they would sell out. Depending on what colorway it was, they would actually sell out. Nowadays, like, well, Kobe's sell out now because he did. But when Kobe was still alive, when he was pro-tro and shit, it sat. No one was buying it except for us, like our generation.
Crazy, right?
Same with the LeBrons when they read like these. These here were a PE colorway.
Oh yeah.
When the shoe first came out, they dropped those and they sat. It was like, damn. It was like, I remember when these came out back in the day, people wanted these things. And it's just like now, it's like no one gives a fuck.
This is actually a solid colorway too.
Well, that is my favorite LeBron shoe.
Really?
The 7? Yeah. The 7 is my favorite LeBron.
Yeah.
I got quite a few of them in the stash over here. But I mean, that's, you know, the retro of his shoes, the only ones that sell out are the first ones.
Yeah.
The Zoom Generations, those are the only ones that sell.
Oh, yeah.
Everything else sits. The South Beach 8s sat. I was like, what? They had them in the outlet. Those things were insane when they came out back in the day. And it's just like now they're in outlets. So, I mean, you can't, well, Jordans are in outlets too. You saw them. I mean, but Jordans are just like, it's different, but it's still a hoop shoe.
Yeah, very true.
With jeans.
Well, let's just be honest here. The only reason, like, it's so crazy to me when you think about, like, what's going on with the reimagined the Royals.
Trash.
Well, here's the thing.
I just can't do it, bro.
Well, here's the thing. You go back a few years ago, that shoe would have sold out instantly.
Just because it was a Jordan.
Exactly. 1. So but it's almost
the materials.
Oh yeah.
Now, I mean, you got to think when the Royals came out in 2017, they did sell.
Oh yeah.
But
some were sitting.
The resale value on those things was nothing.
Oh yeah.
It was just like you could get them for like $250.
Mm-hmm.
Like no one cared.
Now the funny part is somebody posted a picture of them in the outlets. They had them for like $130. I'm like, still too much. I'm like, if they dropped down to like $100, I'd get a pair.
Shit, I wanted those fucking the 4s.
Oh yeah, those 4s are
Army
clean.
Green joint. I like those.
Yeah, those are clean.
If they would have had a pair of them in my size, I would have bought them. Yeah. Like those are fire. I do like.
Yeah, those are clean. Those are clean. Yeah. So I sent you the voting list. We ain't gonna say what's on there.
Like I said, very complex. Like,
well, here's the thing.
But I mean, honestly though, if you look at the list and you look at their list, a lot of the shoes on there are the same.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, come on. Like,
Well, here's the thing. I like to make sure people at least have a chance to vote. So that way it's, hey, you got a chance to speak your mind on what you thought was sneaker of the year.
well, no, but it just goes to show you that it's just like
People are sheep.
complex is still everybody, oh, this is what complex.
Yeah, people are sheep.
And I'm just like, bruh. Like,
nah, but don't worry though. So
the SB4 being number one.
I don't knock it.
I'm not mad at that because that was my 1B with the 11. It was those and the 11s that were my favorite two. So I'm like, those were more like 1A and 1B. So I can't be mad at the 4s, but I mean everything else, it was just like, bro, it's the same exact stuff. It's the complex list. It's like there's no different. I mean, there might have been a couple that were different, but the majority of them were the same shoes. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. It's like we just went at complex, or no, you went at complex. But I did agree though that it was just like. But then you look at the voting list.
I'll
and
still
it's just
look
like,
at ours. I mean, yes and no though, because it's like more so the same shoes are on there, but how they're ranked.
Yeah, the ranking is different.
Which the ranking actually really surprised me because I was like, or even like a couple of shoes that I'm like, y'all really like these that much? Like, yeah, but nah, don't worry though. I'm working on I want to do something different for this year's. So I will say everything that's on that voting list will not be on the final list. Yeah, which I'll explain all that off camera.
So since you brought up the Devin Bookers and the basketball shoe thing, what are your favorite? What are your top 5 Nike basketball shoes that you can wear on and off court?
Almost every Kyrie. Almost.
I never really.
The ones I absolutely hate. The ones I absolutely hate.
No, you can't do that. They had some fire colorways.
No, I just don't like the shape of it.
It was more of an on court shoe.
Yeah, I don't like the shape of it. The two I actually really liked. The
strap.
Well, no, just the silhouette itself. But I heard like they were trash to wear on court.
They weren't comfortable.
Yeah,
not at all.
Yeah, and then probably like from 2 to like his final one, I really liked.
The 3s were decent.
Yeah,
that samurai colorway fire.
I have the concept 7s, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, people try to buy them off me as soon as Nike let them go. Yeah, I won't sell those. But pretty much the Kyries. I'll put all the Kyries at 5. LeBron's first one at 4. Like the Zoom generation. Yeah, like I absolutely love that shoe for some reason.
You have any?
I don't. Part of me really wanted to buy that Laker one, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it.
I just say I got.
I can't do it for some reason.
I got the OG color, the black one, black and red.
Yeah. Kobe's first one at number 3. I don't know what it is about that model. I just really like it.
I do too. The Kobe one is.
It's just like it's one of those ones that just looks really different.
Especially back then.
Yeah. I'd probably say Kobe 4 Protro for number 2.
The 4s, yeah, that's 4s.
Man, number one. Dang, there's a couple. You know what? Number 1, I'm actually going to say. It's between the penny, the ones that I did have.
The penny ones?
Yeah. Which I wish I could wear them, but something about that padding, like I hate it on my ankles. Like I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I just hate it. But yeah, I'd probably say Jordan 1. It is a basketball shoe.
I'm talking about like Nike basketball, not Jordan.
Okay.
Yeah, we all know Jordan.
No.
Yeah,
okay,
Jordan.
my bad.
Yeah, everybody wears Jordan. So
Yeah, I'd probably go with the penny.
Okay, that's solid. Solid. For me, man, that's tough because there's a lot. There's a lot that I like.
Oh, trust me, I was
Um,
struggling too because I really had to like think, like, dang, like,
well, you got to think. That's like my generation,
oh
so
yeah.
it's like I wore a lot of Nike
Because
basketball
even then, there's
shoes,
a few LeBrons I like too,
like
but it's like
on
I've
and off the
never
court.
been able to wear LeBrons. They're just too big.
Like for me, if I had to go through like LeBron's line, I would, man, the sevens are my favorite, but I like the Zoom generation. Um, and I would have to say the fours, the foams. I really like those. Then
Oh, we know.
it's just like
We know.
the Kobe's, the ones like you said, the Kobe one. That's probably one of my favorite shoes. But he had a bunch of them, man. It's just like the Kobe one though is probably the Kobe one and the Kobe four were probably my favorites. But I do like the fives and a few others. KD's gotta have the KD fours on that list, man. The KD fours.
Yeah,
That the KD four was a big one. I mean, I liked a lot. I've got a bunch of them over there.
I would definitely put
The fours and the sixes, the KD fours and the KD sixes were easily his best.
KD
shoes.
fives are an honorable mention for me.
The
Like I don't know
fives?
why I've always liked it for some reason.
I like them. I mean, I have a
Yeah.
few of them over there, but the sixes and the fours though, man. They were the
Kobe
best.
sixes are definitely another honorable mention. I mean, it's one of the greatest one that he had.
The sixes?
I
I mean, other than like the Grinch hype, it's like what do you really ever hear about those?
I've seen plenty that I really like.
I mean, it's like as a Nike shoe and a Kobe person, I mean, the sixes were cool, but I still think like the sevens had better colorways. And
I could agree.
I don't know. I think I like the fives better.
Hmm.
Like the look of it better.
Okay.
It was just cleaner.
No,
But the
I
sixes,
could agree with that.
they had a couple the colorways, like the Del Sol colorway was
Yeah.
dope. Of course, the Grinches, and then the All Star one, the red one. So I'm like, those, they'd be in there. But my number one though, it's got to be foams, bruh.
No, yeah, we
It's,
know.
it's got to
We
be
know.
foam posits, man.
We knew already.
Foam posits
I
are
mean,
the ultimate.
honestly, were
on, bro.
were any of y'all surprised?
But you got to keep it G though, man. The foam posit is like the ultimate fucking shoe. Like you can wear it in any weather. It's easy to keep clean. It's super low maintenance, and they come in enough colors that you can wear it with any fucking thing. So I'm like, that's the foam posit is
Oh, I just thought of
on
another
and
one.
off the court. That's
I
probably
just thought of another one.
ultimate.
Another honorable mention: Up Tempos.
Oh, the
If I
Scotty-
was
the-
tall,
the
yeah,
Scotties,
if I was
yeah.
taller, yeah,
I got a couple of those.
yeah.
And I mean the like you said, the penny ones.
Mm-hmm.
The penny twos up there. I get I mean his penny fives I liked. That invisibility cloak colorway was fire. Like that was probably my favorite one, but I mean that was those were decent. I mean, it would to me, honestly, I thought it was a rip.
Yeah.
Because the LeBron nines and the penny fives are made almost exactly the same.
Yeah. Oh, so obviously, while we're on basketball, the basketball content really been doing well. We did have one idiot that decided to chime in, talk about we don't know what we're talking about.
About what?
So, regarding the whole Damian Lillard versus James Harden.
Okay.
This idiot said, how are we going to choose Damian Lillard over a guy that we claim plays no defense, but he's top 15 in steals all time in the playoffs and top 10 in blocks for a guard all time?
All right. I'll use this one for example. We all know that I love Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson is my guy. But would you consider Allen Iverson an elite defender?
No.
No. But how many years did that motherfucker lead the league in steals? A few. So the fuck are we talking about?
Well, here's the thing.
No one cares about that.
Here's the thing I always try to bring up to
because you can play the passing lanes and steal the ball. Like
or
you don't
even
have to
then,
be
like
a good
somebody throws
on-ball
a
defender.
stupid pass, you're gonna get it.
Right.
That counts as a steal.
Deflections and playing the passing lanes is not the same thing as playing on-ball.
Exactly. Because I'm like, when have you ever seen Harden like literally stand in front of somebody and just pickpocket?
He don't.
Exactly.
James Harden is one of those like I'll catch a block from behind or come up from the side on some help defense type shit.
So I'm like, bro,
no,
like you're not really talking anything. Like now, if you show me like plenty of proof, like, hey, he actually does be in front of people, like,
and why is he talking about career cumulative stats? That doesn't have anything to do with what's happening in the game. We're talking about game to game, in the game. What do you see? Do you see Harden playing Kawhi-like defense? Fuck no.
He can't.
He never has, ever. And when he was in his prime, he would just be standing there, just let motherfuckers run by.
Mm-hmm. The most he'd do is
yeah, he might swipe. He about 3 feet away, like, fuck, missed it. Damn it. It's just like, nah, dog.
But at the same time, though, I don't think really people understand, like, we were more so going along the lines of, like, if you're building a team and this is your center point.
If Damian Lillard had a better team and they actually won a lot more than they did,
mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure Dame would have an MVP.
Oh, yeah.
Because no matter what anybody says, that shit counts.
Mm-hmm.
You could be the best player in the league by far. But if your team is like an 8th seed or a 7th seed, you ain't getting no damn MVP.
It's rare.
Look at what happened to Kobe in 06.
Mm-hmm.
He should have been the MVP, but he was a 7th seed. So who got the MVP? Steve Nash. Not saying he didn't deserve it as well, but Kobe should have won that one.
Yeah.
But his team was not good and they weren't winning. They barely made it into the playoffs.
You know, it's a rare thing. Like Russell Westbrook when he won his. I mean, you had no choice.
He was what, like 5 seed?
I think he was even lower, actually.
I think he was a 5 seed.
Nah, I swear he was lower. He almost didn't even make playoffs that year that he won MVP, but you had to give it to him because of the triple doubles.
No, I think he was like 5.
I swear he was lower, bro.
Because
that was the biggest thing that was going against him. Like, can you really give it to him, even though he had that accomplishment?
Because who did they play in the playoffs that year, in the first round?
No, we got Google.
I was about to say because was not Utah.
Hey Siri, what seed was Russell Westbrook when he won his MVP?
I'm pretty sure he was like 5 or 6. Had to be 5 though.
Oh, it was 2017.
Yeah.
He was a 6th seed. Okay.
So, yeah,
okay. Yeah. Still though, that's pretty low. Like to be an MVP. Yeah. But again, because of the triple doubles, you had to give it to him.
Yeah, I mean he did something that you haven't seen.
Even old dude that was like, imagine picking Dame over a dude that was dropping 60-point triple doubles and won MVP. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, he won that MVP the year that statistically LeBron should have got it.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about?
Talking about 2018, right? Yep. Yeah. As everybody said, LeBron should have got it that year.
It was clear as day. His numbers were better. But it's like...
And he took his team to the finals.
Exactly. But it's like, hey...
And they were trash.
But hey.
And they were trash.
But hey, what do we know? You feel me? Yeah, like, we don't know nothing.
I don't know nothing.
Yeah, man.
I don't know nothing.
Hey, look, I was just kind of realized, any sport, people got the power of Google to look up any stat possible, and all of a sudden they think they Stephen A. Smith all of a sudden.
I mean, it's like the stuff that they're talking about, especially dude.
It's not like as relevant as it should be. It's not relevant all the time because it's like you have to look at so many other things out like within the same realm, but obviously outside of what you're talking about.
Yeah, but he's saying dude said, "Oh, Harden had a 60-point triple double," and it's just like, yeah.
But where did it get him?
I mean, so Dame had what 70 something points in a game last season. I mean, what does it matter? It's just like
Exactly. Where is it getting? Now, the only comment I couldn't be mad at was some dude like, I wouldn't take neither. What if any of them won? And dude had to tell him, like, I feel you, but that's not the question you're asking. And I'm like, I'm not mad at
I'm not mad at that answer.
Exactly. I'm not.
That
Because
answer,
he's not
that
wrong.
answer actually makes sense.
Exactly. I'm like, that's not wrong. That's not a wrong answer. Like, but I just looked at it. Look, if this is the centerpiece, I want a guy that I know can obviously do what he does on offense, but if he can handle himself on defense.
I mean, you know, Lillard. Well, that I guess that's the thing is because neither one of them are like really good defenders.
Exactly.
So it's like you just kind of have to take you got to take which one is you think
take
is
what you
better.
can get. Because I'll look at it like
I mean,
this.
James Harden has the height advantage, obviously, but at the same time, his offensive output, Dame can match. So it's like it's really all just base of preference at that point, because Dame can match his offensive output, and defensively, neither one of them are really that good.
Oh yeah.
So.
Truth be told, you give me a chance to pick a point guard, I'm obviously picking Jrue Holiday because I know he can do both.
Yeah, I could see that. Jrue Holiday's solid. He's solid on both ends.
Yeah.
So,
hey, that's just me though. But again, what do I know?
I mean, if you're looking for a point guard that can play both ends, I mean, I don't really know of too many other ones that are better than Jrue Holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Because point guards nowadays don't play defense.
Exactly. He's one of very few.
So it's, yeah.
Oh, that's why it's like, I still crack up when Suns had to go against the Bucks in finals. And like, I had all my homies tell me, like, oh man, Booker gonna cook Jrue Holiday. I'm like,
yeah, all right.
Sounds good.
You saw what happened.
And then when it was time for Booker to show us he was the guy, wet the bed.
I think he ran out of gas. He was a little too excited through the playoffs. Mm-hmm. I think now though, if they were to make it back to the finals, speaking of them, the Suns, what'd you think about the Big Three's debut?
Oh, I actually did not get to see it.
It was interesting.
How'd they play?
They lost. But
wait, who'd they play?
Brooklyn.
Oh, the Twins return.
Like they only lost by 3.
Yeah.
It was a decent game. But
so overall, what did you think?
Once they figure it out, it's gonna be really good. Because I mean, because Bradley Beal only shot the ball 9 times.
Mm-hmm.
He went 2 for 2 from 3, hit 6 for 9. He only had about 14 points, but I mean, he didn't shoot the ball a lot. He was just kind of,
it was more so like a feel out.
Trying to feel his way through it. And I mean, there was so many open lanes and different cuts and open shots. And it's just like, once they get comfortable working together, it's gonna be tough to stop that. Like they had a lot of open lays and open shots that they could have taken, but they didn't. And it's like, once they start to see this for themselves and they get more comfortable, Bradley Beal work himself back in, like I think it's gonna be good. Like they got potential to make some real noise. So I'm curious. Yeah. I'm curious to see how it's gonna play out.
We shall see.
Yeah,
shouldn't be good. I mean, all I know is I want that matchup again.
What, with the Clippers?
Mm-hmm. Nah, I want it.
I don't know.
Nah, man.
I don't know.
Tired of these niggas thinking they got our number, but it could only beat us by like more than at most 10 points.
Yeah, that would be an interesting matchup, honestly. Kawhi, PG, and Harden versus Book, Bill, and KD.
Westbrook.
Like that would be interesting.
I will say Westbrook will probably be the
Well,
difference maker.
he gonna be coming off the bench.
Exactly, but that's what makes him the difference maker.
But I mean, we got Eric Gordon coming off the bench with Phoenix.
Huh?
I'm saying,
we
not like that.
But huh?
Nah, we, as in my team, is about to blow the fuck up because we suck. So, so I'm a you know I'm a KD fan.
Hey,
so
look,
I'm
just like, hold on, what's going on?
You know I'm a
trying to tell me something.
What do you mean? You already know I'm
switching
a KD
over.
Fan. You know I'm a KD fan.
Hey,
you know I've been a KD fan.
Hey, watch next episode. You're gonna see this man in the full Suns uniform.
Nah,
gonna have the jumpsuit and everything.
Nah, I'm not about to convert over, but I'ma still ride with KD, but I ain't about to jump over and be a full blown Suns fan. Like I can't do it.
Meanwhile, your team's talking about trading Zach LaVine to the enemy. I'm like, God dang,
nigga,
bro.
we talking about blowing up. We getting rid of everybody. We cleaning house. Everybody got to go. I mean, I think they kind of fucked up. Well, I won't say that.
Waiting for Lonzo Ball this entire time.
Well, that is why it happened, because the team that we had put together with DeMar and Zach and Vucevic, it only worked with Lonzo because that point guard aspect was needed in that type of offense. But once he was gone, the whole team just went to shit. And it's just like, damn, now what now? Like,
it's the glue. It's crazy.
They could have got another facilitator, but they didn't. I mean, I guess they thought Kobe White was going to do it, but like we should have got rid of him a while back. Like, granted, he has been playing decent this year. It's still not enough.
He just ain't that guy. So.
He ain't that guy. You know, he's had a couple of good games this year, though, that was like, damn, he is out here flame throwing. I think they played against the Bucks. And he went nuts in that game, and they ended up winning.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know. They just have a lot of pieces that they claim were supposed to pan out to be something big, and then it didn't. Like Patrick Williams was supposed to be. They're like, oh, he out here looking like baby Kawhi, and then that nigga ain't do nothing. I mean, it's like, who? No, absolutely not. So... I think they just gonna get rid of. They gonna try to trade off as much as they can.
Yeah, get some assets back.
Well, because DeMar this is it.
Oh,
like he gonna be a free agent this summer.
Oh,
so it's just like if they don't trade him, he's probably gonna leave anyway.
Yeah, so it's like might as well just get what you can.
Yeah, you might as well go ahead and try to get what you can.
Hey, look, man, just send him to the Clippers.
Hell no. That would be a terrible fit. Where is he going to play?
We'll give y'all James Harden.
That'd be even worse. Horrible. Why would it be worse? Because you got Kawhi, PG, both like to operate in the mid-range. Why would you bring DeMar? You can't have all three of them in there. That's too much.
I know, dog.
That is
I was like messing with people. I was just like, just send it to the Clippers. They're gonna be like, how much y'all need? I'm like, everybody.
I won't say it's how much y'all need. It's just that move wouldn't make sense.
Oh yeah, it definitely wouldn't.
I mean, like Zach LaVine on the other.
That one would.
You know, because he can shoot threes.
Yeah.
So
and he's got a good inside game,
right? And he can get to the rim. So it's like
which I'm still mad we got rid of KJ because we needed that.
Shit, Philly don't even play him.
Hey, look, I hope they waive him so we can get him back. And man, Batum.
I don't think they will.
Yeah, I know.
They Philly is rolling. They rolling on along. Speaking of Philly, what you thinking about this MVP race, man?
I've not looked into it really.
They got Joel. Joel is number 3, and then he's behind Joker and Luka. Luka is I think number 1 right now.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that either. Luka has been on some shit this
season.
So
bro. Luka got that dog in him.
Like he's different. Luka is different.
Hey, look. They need to come out with a new award, though. menace of the year. Draymond all
Draymond,
day.
oh Lord.
Bro, like
Everybody is going nuts over his indefinite suspension.
bro,
It's
he
like,
did it to
dog.
himself. Like, to be fair, because look, how you gonna sit there, Hadouken,
Yeah, he smacked the shit out of Nurkic, bro.
bro?
And
Like,
then he had the nerve to get on the press conference and say that he didn't mean to do it. And I'm like, bro, like, how did you not?
I'm like, bro.
He said that he was trying to, but I do understand what he was saying because he said he sells calls with his arms. He was like, well, I sell calls with my arms. He was like, I don't fall on the ground. I'm not a flopper. So he's just like, I sell the call, I wave my arms around. And he was just like, I don't think that I'm that accurate of a puncher that I can do a full 360 and hit somebody. And I was just like, but you did though. You legit did the fucking Diamond Dallas Page 360 punch on that nigga. I was just like, bruh.
Honestly, like, the problem is, like, let's be real here. We know all the screws aren't there with Draymond.
But he said he didn't mean to.
I don't think he understands. Like, he got that special strength. Like, that nigga got that special strength.
Like, this is like, why you hit that man
exactly.
like that? He's just like, bro, I didn't mean to.
Gilbert Arenas like, oh, I see what he's doing. He getting tired of all these foreigners coming over here trying to take over. He trying to take them out one by one.
Nah, they said he's suspended indefinitely.
Yeah, he has to be. He has to be.
Bro, he's gonna be suspended for probably until after Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't good. Everybody, did you see the list that they were talking about the longest suspensions? And they had him all the way at the top because he's indefinitely, and I'm like, bro.
Yeah, well, meanwhile, Ja about to come back.
He ain't gonna have no record suspension. It ain't gonna be like Malice at the Palace when them guys got suspended for like the whole season and shit. Like, it ain't gonna be nothing like that.
Hey, look, Draymond almost about to have a Malice at the Palace at this point.
I think Latrell Sprewell got over 100 games when he choked out his coach.
Yeah,
I think he got over 100 games for that.
Yeah.
So I mean, he ain't gonna have nothing like that.
That'll do it.
I mean,
hey, it is what it is.
Hey, the Draymond need to chill out, bro.
Facts. So, anything else?
As far as what, basketball?
Anything else you want to talk about?
I got something for you.
All right.
Me and the homies was talking, and we were talking about with cars.
Mm-hmm.
Does horsepower per dollar matter?
In terms of, like, expound a bit.
Horsepower per dollar, meaning I can get with certain cars, I can make more power for less money.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And then we were talking about that, and then it got into what are the best cars to modify if you want to build something that can be fast, fun, or whatever.
Oh, bro, it's kind of like I always tell you, like, I don't care very much about straight line speed because I'm a firm believer in straight lines.
It ain't gotta be straight lines.
Well, I'm just saying.
We're talking about period.
I'm a firm believer in straight lines are for fast cars. Corners
are for fast drivers. Absolutely.
Hey, R.I.P. Colin McRae.
That is a true statement.
So I look at it like this. If I'm building something, I'm obviously looking at power slash somewhat reliability because I am a rotary lover. Looking at who makes parts for it, how many people make parts for it, does it look good, and overall, am I going to enjoy driving it?
Right.
RX-7. But also, Hondas.
The horsepower per dollar in an RX-7 ain't exactly. That ain't in your favor.
Exactly. But also, I'm not really getting that car for it to be like insanely fast. I'm getting it to do kind of like a good amount of everything.
Hell, nigga, even making 400 horsepower in a rotary ain't cheap.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's not insanely fast, but
Exactly.
it's comfortable.
Yeah.
Like a big single turbo is really all you need. And I
Mhm.
mean, a big single kit for those ain't
Oh, yeah.
exactly cheap.
That's all I said. If I ever did, like, my prime RX-7 that I would own, it would not make anything above, like, 500, because I feel that's quite enough for me.
I mean, 500 wheel in an RX-7 is more than enough.
Yeah.
Like, I've ridden in a couple of my homeboys' cars back home, and they were making between like 4 and 450, and those were solid.
I just set 500 as a good, like,
This is the
Yeah.
absolute limit type shit. Yeah.
just because I don't like this whole, like, this has been a discussion for a few years now. Like, I don't like this whole, like, oh, 1,000 wheel horsepower is like the bare minimum now. I'm like,
For a straight line, yeah.
but here's the thing though. I'm like, I look at a lot of these guys. I'm like, bro,
It ain't a
half
lot
of
of
y'all
motherfuckers
can't
ain't
even
doing
control that.
it. You know, it ain't a lot of people doing it. You know, but like I got a couple of guys. I'll leave their names out of it just in case. But y'all know who y'all are.
Nah, man, say it with
They
chest.
they got 4-digit number cars
Hey,
that they drive on the street all the time.
Hey, I respect it.
And I mean, it's serious.
Hey, I respect
So
it.
I mean, but the money that it costs to like make that,
You're just over here like,
damn,
fam.
the motherfucker probably got, I know the one homie, he probably got about 40 grand in his car.
Ooh.
And that's not including the car itself.
Ooh.
That's just what's in the car.
Ooh.
I'm just like, shit.
Nope.
It's like you could have bought another one of those for that. Well, no, not his car. Probably not, but maybe a base model, but not his. But it's 4-digit horsepower. But I mean, we know a few like that. I'm not that aren't like, I would say, my homeboys, but I know them.
Yeah.
Then I mean, there's quite a few of them out here. Just in that 900 plus.
Oh no, it's kind of just like, I just don't care about having like crazy amounts of power. Like, it's never really interested me. But to each their own.
I mean, it's different when you see it up close.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that would be cool, but then it's like a lot of people that want that type of power.
They don't realize what it actually takes to get it.
It's not so much as what it takes to get it. It's the inherent sacrifices that come with making that power, which means your car is going to break a lot. It may not be big things, but stuff wears out faster when you make more power. You know, it's like you have to replace things more often. There's it's like a bunch of maintenance stuff that you have to do a lot more regularly when you make that kind of power. It's not as simple as just, oh, I'm going to buy this Corvette and I'm going to fucking slap a Pro Charger on it and a 200 shot of nitrous and I'm going to make 1,000 horsepower and it's going to be solid. It's like, no, it's not the way it works. I mean, you can do that, but it's not going to last long. I mean, it's one that I say personally, when it comes to horsepower per dollar, being able to build something that would to do whatever you want, you gotta have Honda at the top.
Oh, 100%.
Like, I mean, that
100%.
Hondas are. Now I know all of my homeboys and the Niggas Unite group, you know, Les, Lyndon, all of y'all, my niggas. I know y'all gonna clown me for this, but it is what it is.
Oh,
there is nothing out there that you can buy and build cheaper than a Honda.
100%. Like, I was explaining to my nephew, like, because I posted a joke on my story. We had this Challenger Scat Pack at the job. So I joking with him, like, so y'all still like these, or is that wave finally over? My nephew chimes in. He's like, I don't know, Unc. That's the best looking car on the market right now. And I'm like,
a what?
Huh?
What were you saying?
Challenger Scat Pack. I'm like, bro, man, cut it out. But I tell people, like, bro, you start to lose a little bit of interest in those when, like, you watch it, like, some beater Honda Gap it.
Scat Packs are built for people that don't modify cars.
Exactly. Like,
they just want something that's quick out the box and it sounds awesome.
Yeah,
and it looks good. You know, it's like you don't. horsepower per dollar on a Hemi is fucking terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, if you buy a Hellcat, that's different. There's a little bit more,
Mm-hmm.
like the modifications to a Hellcat cost almost the same as a Scat,
Yeah.
a little bit more, but not much.
Yeah.
And they make double the power.
Yeah.
So it's like if you get a Hellcat, that's a little different.
I mean,
But a Scat, like, nah.
yeah, I'm just like, nah.
You gotta put a lot of money.
That's
into
almost
Scat
like
pack.
a base. Like you're getting that just to see if you want to eventually upgrade to a Hellcat.
Well, I mean, the base would be like the RT little 5.7 or some shit.
Right,
But
yeah, but who
if you,
getting that for,
yeah,
for
I
real?
mean, if you get a Scat pack, it's like I mean, it makes enough power that it's like fun for most people,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't really have to do much. So it's different. But I mean, a Scat pack and a Hellcat, you know, it's like if you're gonna build a Hellcat now, if you want to buy like these, you know, these new niggas now, they go, I gotta buy brand new, If you can buy a used Hellcat for the price of a
you know,
brand new
and
Scat
speaking
right now.
of brand new, like I've been telling you, yen is like very low right now.
Yeah.
So I've been telling people, like,
Yeah.
if you're thinking about importing, now is the time.
Now, trust me, I've been looking. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Oh yeah, because I was just talking with young Wesley last night, and I told him we were talking about you know, things we want to do for 2024. Unfortunately, I will not be making it out to Japan next month. Unfortunately, a little bummed, but it is what it is. So, gonna shoot for April. The RX-7 is coming next year.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna make it happen because now is the time. Like it's almost getting to it. Luckily, RX-7s are the one car in like its tier, you know, with like Supras and R34s and all that.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only car that's really holding its price steadily.
What do you mean?
Like it's not necessarily going up or down. Like if it does go down, then even better. But it's more so it's holding at a steady rate. Like it's not rising significantly.
So are the Evos.
Yeah,
because that's what I've been looking at, and it's like they're still kind of right in that like high 20 range.
Exactly.
So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, so it's like I'm looking at that. I'm like, yeah, now is the time. Like, this is a sign I need to get one.
I might try to go ahead and get me something next year. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna make it happen next year.
We'll see if I can find what I want next year. If it pops up and the price is right, then I'll
if not next year, early 2025.
No, for sure. Yeah,
I'm hoping to at least buy it next year, and then obviously with importing and all that, it could not be here till like 2025. But who knows at this point? It just depends on the year. Yeah, like month it was made in the year.
Well, actually, nah, you should be good.
Well, it depends which year I get, more so.
Yeah,
because you got to think FDs were made up until 2002.
Yeah.
I believe starting next year, 99 to 2000 is going to be eligible.
I think that's already legal.
No, not yet.
S15s are legal now, bro. And they started making those at 99.
Oh, yeah, it just happened. And so 2000's probably... Yeah, 2000's probably the year now. I got to look again.
But I know everybody has been talking about the floodgates on them S15s because it's like everybody wants one now.
You know, I'd like to get one, honestly.
I like them too. I wouldn't mind having one.
Yeah, so that might be on the list too. But nah, FD got to come first. Like I've been talking about an FD for years.
I love FDs, man, but I just can't, bro. I can't fuck with that rotary.
Oh yeah, it's a commitment, man.
Then after fucking hanging out with Kevin, man, he sat down and talked to me for like a full hour about why not to get one, and I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
He's just like, well, if you got more time, I can keep going. I'm like, nah, you good. I got it. I was just like, I got you. You've made your point clear.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, and he's a rotary guy.
Oh, yeah.
And he's just like, bro.
It's a commitment, man. It's a commitment.
Because his FD is super clean.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean,
easily one of my favorite FDs out here.
Oh, he moved.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I still talk to him from time to time. He lives in OKC now.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was just like, why OKC? He was like, well, he was just like the housing market out here was right. And he was like, I
Yeah.
got a nice house on a nice plot of land and it had shop space and everything.
See,
And I'm just
there
like,
you go.
shit.
Did he sell the FC?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Mm.
I think the FC is here still. He has it in storage here.
Oh,
The FD is out there with him, and he got a Civic that he uses for he does track days.
I still might have to try to get that FC off of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I still might have to because I said I would love to have almost every rotary car.
His FC is clean.
Oh yeah,
Too. It looks so good. That's like if I was a rotary guy, I'd buy it. I'm just like, that thing is nice.
yeah. We'll see. Yeah, but yeah, we'll make this a shorter episode today.
Yeah.
Not much. Was we gotta talk about filming for tomorrow. Sneaker of the year.
Yeah, that is tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you gonna do it at?
Oh, same spot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, shout out to them over at Nude Studio.
What time?
7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you doing a late night?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had to make it work for everybody.
And we going. So I guess that means it's gonna be drinks on deck then.
Nah, we ain't drinking. Not with this one. Not with this one. That's only drinks and kids. All right. Well, we were talking about trying to get some car stuff done. It's like, man, we should do drinks and whips. I'm like, whoa, what? That is not gonna sound right.
That wouldn't be right. They're like, yeah, let's go ahead and have a couple of scotches, and then we're gonna go out here and get in this car. Like, nah, bro. Like,
but we may be back for one more episode for 2023. That'll probably be a year in review episode. You know, do some reflection. Probably talk about 2024 plans.
Probably do that when like the last week of the month,
something like that.
Because I don't know what you're gonna plan to do. You obviously don't celebrate Christmas, but
yeah, I don't celebrate pagan holidays.
Okay.
Hey, look, I'm just saying. But yeah, you'll get one more for 2023, and yeah. Take us out. Yeah, I had a thought, and then I'm like, oh, I lost it. So take us out.
Well, you heard it, man. Get one more. So till next time, y'all.
Oh yeah, stop coming at me, by the way, on social media. Go at him a few times. Dang.
Hey, I welcome the smoke. Like, what's up?
We out.